In this video, we will learn about Vigenere Cipher. I will use tools on this website, Crypto Club. Vigenere Cipher is based on Caesar Cipher. In Caesar Cipher, each word is encoded with the same shift. But in Vigenere, different words are encoded with different shifts. And these different shifts are determined by a keyword. Let us look at an example. We have a sample text to encode, and keyword to be used is the word way, W-A-Y. Let's encrypt it. First, we will write the text to be encoded, and above it, we will repeatedly write the keyword as shown here. Now, every plain text letter below W will be encoded using Caesar cipher, where A is mapped to W. Every plain text letter below A will also be encoded using Caesar cipher, but the mapping used will be for A to A, which actually means there is no encryption and these letters will not change. Similarly, every plain text letter below Y will be Caesar encoded using A to Y mapping. Let's quickly review the Caesar cipher wheel before we start the Vigenere encryption. The outer circle with blue colored lowercase letters represent plain text, and the inner circle with red colored uppercase letters represent ciphertext. Right now, each plain text is mapped onto itself, so this will be a Caesar encryption with shift of 0, which is actually no encryption at all. If we have to look at Caesar cipher where A is mapped to W, we type W here and enter. That rotates the wheel and now A goes to W. We come back to our text and we have to encrypt letter T. From the wheel we see T on the outer wheel maps to P. So we write here P. All the letters below W in the text box have to be encrypted using this setting on the wheel. So let's look at letter P on the outer circle. It maps to L. Similarly, I here maps to E, and so on. Let's quickly complete this group. Now the next letter in the keyword is A, which means A to A mapping in the wheel here. Let's type A. It's already written here, and this is basically no encryption. Every letter below A remains as it is. So H as H, E is E, and we complete it quickly by clicking here. Next letter in keyword is Y. Let's shift the wheel to Y. Type Y here and enter. Let's map the letters below Y in the text box using this wheel. So E maps to C here, N maps to L, M maps to K, and so on. Let's quickly solve it. For this example of Vigenere cipher encryption, we have used the cipher wheel that takes time to rotate and to read values from. To solve ciphers dependent on Caesar cipher, it is always better to work with numbers, using letters to number mapping as shown here. A is mapped to 0, B to 1, C to 2, and so on. To the end, Z is mapped to 25. Shifting in Caesar ciphers now just becomes adding and subtracting of numbers. You should practice enough so that you do not need to refer to this table and you know quickly on top of your head, for example, that letter E has numerical value 4, K is 10, T is 19, etc. Decrypting Vigenere cipher works similar to decrypting Caesar cipher. The only difference is that different letters are decrypted according to different mappings based on their location below the keyword.